What was that, JT?
That was me.
All right, welcome to episode 56 of Flag to Flag Media Live. We got a great show lined up tonight. We're going to go over the World 100 results. We're going to go over some stuff that's going, or results from local events. But one of the big conversations tonight is we are going to discuss the Crown Vic shootout, aka Crown Vic Nationals, aka
Dirt Nationals.
Crown Vic Dirt Nationals, aka what else? What else have you called it in the last month?
I've just called it Dirt Nationals because that's what it is.
Okay, Crown Vic Dirt Nationals. That's what we're going to. That's going to be on the topic list for tonight. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get started with World 100 results. Did you guys watch the World 100?
Yes.
No. Let's go back here. First of all, congratulations on your marriage.
Yep. Thank you.
You and Meg got hitched Saturday.
Yep.
Peyton and I were both fortunate to get invited to be there. So
Peyton had to work his butt off all night.
We got to. Well, I got to enjoy it. Peyton worked his butt off all night. So, congratulations to you, Megan, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Thursday night, Friday night, I watched the World 100 from the comfort of my home. Saturday night for the main event, we watched it at JT's wedding reception. So it was a good time had by all.
We had a lot of fun watching it.
Yeah.
We had the Finleys there. We had
it was
Dr. Deckard there,
Yeah.
Peyton, me, Zach, Chris, Bo, Logan. It was a lot of fun watching it.
Did Derek leave before the race was over?
Yes.
I think Derek left before the race started.
He watched before it started, yeah.
I think.
That's right.
Kinsley wore him out. He can after his little Cupid shuffle.
Well, she was dancing her butt off.
She
too,
had a
wasn't
good
she?
time. Yeah.
She did. She had a really good time.
It was a really good time all night.
So Thursday night, Bobby Pierce and Hudson O'Neill won. I really thought after watching Thursday night that those two were probably the top two dominant cars, going into the weekend. I thought, and then Bobby Pierce won again on Friday night. So then I'm thinking, well, which Hudson and Davenport both had tire issues, which tire issues was a whole big spill for the whole weekend for a lot of drivers.
They picked the right night to have the tire issue.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So I thought, man, Hudson was fast, but then Bobby had wins back to back nights. I'm thinking if he gets in there, then it's going to be hard to beat. Well, then Brian Shirley comes along and he won the second prelim, which he was fast in that Bloomquist car all weekend.
Looked killer.
And then Bobby had tire issues in the feature on Saturday.
But he was climbing through the field at a rapid pace.
At a very rapid pace.
And usually Eldora is not known for big passing.
No.
But he was doing it.
So then I'm wondering, now that was his primary car. So now it has to go to the doctor to get some work done to it.
But he's got another Longhorn.
He does, yeah. He won in it in Fairbury Tuesday night, the flow race. So
that was a good race too.
Yeah.
Huddy and him was putting on a good show.
I think there's a lot of controversy going around that. I know there's a lot of people. I don't know. I text Hudson Sunday after the World 100 and we talked for a little bit. I congratulate him on a world win or whatever. But a lot of these people, if you know them or whatever, people say whatever on social media, but is driving like his dad and he got daddy's money and this. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like he's in Mark Richards' house car. I'm pretty sure he didn't pay to get that ride.
Mark Richards don't care what he tears up.
No.
He's there to win races.
You drive it. Exactly.
Whatever it takes.
But yeah, I think he just drove a smart race for the world, and come out on top. I thought once Davenport got around him, I thought it was over just because that's typical Davenport style.
I did too. I wrote it off at that point.
Yeah. And then there was 2 to go and the caution came out. I'm like, are you serious? But
yeah, Strickler about got him on it because Squirrel looked really good on that last start.
Did.
I thought, gosh, Squirrel's going to jack around and win.
Beat all of them.
Which would have been great too. I like Squirrel too.
Right.
I just didn't really want Davenport to win another one.
Yeah.
Billy Moyer gets to go another year being the king.
Exactly. So all in all, Eldora, from the dream to the world, I thought it was a complete turnaround as far as the racing goes.
Yeah.
They were against the wall again, like old school Eldora, which really made it exciting.
The heat races wasn't as good, but the B mains and features were good.
Yeah.
I think it just takes that long for the track to work in.
Yeah, usually during the heat races, it's hammered down and it's just where everybody follows in line. That's where they finish. But
they got to burn it up from bottom to middle.
Yes,
to where the top's fast.
Right. So all in all, I thought the World 100 was a pretty good race.
Yeah.
For what I remember on Saturday night. Oh shoot. Anyway,
the big thing on that is 53 years, and it comes back to Indiana finally.
Yes, finally.
So that
the Globe. He'll probably never watch this, but Hudson O'Neill, congratulations and thank you for bringing the Globe to the state of Indiana.
Yes.
It's been a long time coming.
We've been close so many times. Mark Richards has been close so many times.
Yes.
It was just, even Mark Richards was crying a victory lane, which makes it more exciting.
Think about the list of drivers and car owners from the state of Indiana that's been trying to get that Globe for.
And how close they've been.
And how close. Absolutely.
John Gill led it a bunch that one year.
Yep.
Devin Gilpin led 60 laps of it one year.
Don O'Neill led a bunch of it.
Don O'Neill's led a bunch of it. We've just never. We've won the Dream many a time.
Yes.
Case Bolt's won the Dream. Don's won the Dream.
But just never
not
got
that
the
one.
Globe.
So
mark that off the list.
Yes. I get tired of hearing that every year.
Me too.
It's never come back to Indiana.
Yep.
Well, they can't say that anymore.
I got a feeling I don't think James Essex slept very good Saturday night.
No, he was wound up. He was excited that he came back to Indiana too.
For sure. And James is one of those guys where, I mean, obviously, congrats to Hudson on them, but I mean, I'm sure that's a weight lifted off of James's shoulder too, just because James is so involved in dirt late model racing that, that's a huge relief for him, you know? So.
And that Hudson wasn't the only fast twosier all weekend. Jason Jameson showed really good speed. Won a heat race.
But you can tell that, with that whole Ratliff team and there was some resources to bank off there, it changed Jason Jameson's racing for a complete weekend. I thought it was awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets an opportunity out of it.
I think he should. Could you imagine him and Dalton Wilson teaming up and running Lucas all year?
Can James afford two of them?
Huh?
Can James Ratliff afford two of them?
I don't know. I love watching Jason Jameson race.
I've always been a Jason Jameson fan. He just is 120% every lap. It's hard for him to put 100 laps together because he drives so hard.
I think you're going to put more money into one car than the or the other.
Right.
But I think you got two different styles there.
What's Dalton Wilson done? He won nothing this year.
No, but he's been very competitive. No, I'm saying like as far as Dalton's driving style compared to Jason's.
Oh, yeah. Jason's going to tear up a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But you got two different racing styles there. You go to a short bull ring. I mean, Jameson could shine if he got to get up on the wall and make it happen.
And that kind of brings us into our next subject, too. I think that Longhorn chose Brandon Shepard because he wouldn't tear so much stuff up compared to what Bobby would tear up.
You think so?
Why do you think they picked him? Because he ain't won nothing big this year.
No.
And I'm not saying that bad against Bishop. I like Bishop.
Oh, I was actually kind of shocked that he was one that was picked for
that's not
ride.
I like Bishop, but that's not who I'd have picked.
No.
And I know Ricky Thornton has only had one really good year.
But did they pick him because he has house car experience?
I think he picked the guy that's been ride or die with you. I would have got rid of T-Mac.
Then why go away from T-Mac?
I think they just want to win races. And T-Mac wins championships, not so much worried about races. He does win his share of races. I'm not saying he doesn't, but
he's a better points racer than he is
at the end of the year,
all out win every night.
T-Mac's in the top 3 in points.
Right.
Their video though, picking up Bishop.
That was awesome.
Airport was pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, if you've not seen that, you need to check that out on the Longhorn Facebook page. All right, who got what's going on, Zach? Hey, Elizabeth. Anthony's watching. What's going on, William? We got some Crown Vic stuff to talk about, William. We're gonna go over that shootout deal tonight. Zach Stalker said something about somebody hit 2 inside the park homers tonight.
I don't
wonder who that was.
It wasn't him.
Well, Feeling said it wasn't anyway. It was Stalker. So, what's going on, Kenny? Trent Nicholas is in Knoxville. Dang.
Oh, for the Nationals.
Yeah, heck yeah. Played third base and did way better than it ever has.
I just love that he's not even here and still mouthing.
I know. What's going on, Owen? So Zach took off tonight, I guess, to play softball, from what I'm gathering.
It was girls softball.
Girls softball. Probably was.
He's acting like he's tough.
Yeah, probably was. Bases were probably like 20 feet shorter than what they normally are.
2 strides for him.
But Owen is not here because Owen is doing his military training up north,
for the Navy.
So, for the Navy. You're going to get him worked up. I'm bringing that Crown Vic trophy to Oklahoma from Indiana.
I don't know about that.
JT's going to give you a run for your money, bud.
I do like him, though.
Yeah.
He does have a blue race car, which is automatic 10 horse.
What's going on, Christopher? What's going on, Derek? Derek sent me a text the other day. He's found him some Water Dog t-shirts. So
Water Dog?
Yeah, it's some kind of like rugby or soccer team in overseas or something. They're called the Water Dogs.
The Water Dogs.
He was ordering him some new apparel. What about the tire talk? Did you see what Hoosier's response was?
I didn't see what it was.
I don't know. I didn't see the full response. I've just kind of heard bits and pieces, but something about air pressures and you can't go lower than a certain air pressure. And I don't know. I think it's the same stuff that NASCAR goes through with Goodyear. I mean, it is what it is. And I think teams are just going to have to adjust. I mean, I don't know, but that's what you're given. If a sanctioning body is going to make you run Hoosiers and they're going to make you run a certain tire, then you're just going to have to figure out how to keep them from blowing out.
I mean, you've seen Tony Stewart climb out of NASCARs for years, telling how bad a Goodyear is.
Yes, 100%.
It doesn't matter what you go to, you're going to have bugs to work out.
Exactly.
I do like that there's not as many choices.
That whenever they come out with that was my thinking on it.
Even it up.
It kind of like evens the playing field in my opinion.
It's like I've been a big fan, and Bo got me into it, but I've been watching the 602s a lot. And the fact that they're all on the same shock, the same tire, it just makes for a really good competitive race.
I agree.
And affordable. You don't have to have 20 shocks hanging in the trailer, and you don't have to have 50 tire options.
Right.
You got what you got.
Yeah. Brandon said, I'm here for JT. We're all here for JT.
Yeah, he needs all the.
Derek Walden, I will give it all my all. Promise. Been working all the bugs out. Selena High Banks. William, he's coming to Indiana for blood. I think it's awesome. I can't wait to meet him.
I think he's definitely going to have the longest haul.
Yes, for sure.
He definitely should get a longest haul award. But
what's going on, Dylan?
And he helped support this race a lot too.
Yes,
so, I mean that's
100%.
He's not even ever been to Brownstown. He's willing to support it and be a part of it.
I'll definitely talk about that in a minute. What's going on, Levi? What's going on, Ruben? Play with the big boys tonight. Big boys.
He's all talk when nobody's around.
They did say they wouldn't have any resolve before Knoxville. Yeah, they did say that earlier on the thing that there wouldn't be any resolve before Knoxville. So, happy birthday to John Gill on September 25th. Barry Richardson.
Modern day cowboy.
Modern day cowboy. He's got a big birthday coming up.
Yeah.
What is John now? 25, 26? He can't be over 30. Oh, John, we had a really good time with him on the show last year.
Yes.
Him and Jim Curry. That was a blast.
It was a really good show. If you haven't watched that, go back and find it.
I'm going to talk to our Jackson 100. So next Thursday night is going to be the Jackson 100 pre-race show. Like we did last year with Jim and John. I got to talk to our guest this week to see if he is still eligible to come on or not.
If not, we'll find a big guest.
Yeah. We'll
for
find
sure.
it. Yes. You could make Brownstown 604 class like the 602, but you're still going to have different shock valving and such. Well,
I think
I'm on this.
You put everybody on the same shock, and then the sanctioning body has those shocks, and we're not different valve. This is just a Bilstein shock you get from Speedway, like they're running on the Vision cars.
Yeah,
it has to have this certain number on it, and if the top three has to trade their shocks to Brownstown Speedway for their shocks or the sanctioning body.
Right.
If it's the same shock, it shouldn't matter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but I just like keeping everybody on I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of guys use Justin Shaw, and they got similar shock packages anyway.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that because Justin Shaw knows what he's doing. Obviously, he's got them. The guys that are running his shocks are cruising.
Right.
But I just hate like they said on the Vision cars that Freddie said on the Vision cars. You can buy his shocks for like $160 a piece, and then you got $500 in a set of shocks.
Right.
If you tear one up, you tear one up. Who cares?
Not $5,000.
Right.
Yeah.
And they make that little cool over adapter kit for them. I mean, I just like that.
Right.
And I think
it's almost like the SRX deal.
I think the 602s will take off around here one of these days.
Yeah. Right.
It's just a matter of time.
Robert Rainey said tires this year are stupid. Tire chalks are stupidly off, and at the world, all the tires that everyone blew were all in the same spot on the right front. It just makes. I'm just curious. I mean,
but you also look at
if you make a big change like that, don't you have to go through growing pains?
Well, and Huddy ran his car hard the full 100 laps. I don't think he ever laid back on it. I mean, the first 50 laps. It was him and 25 Ziegler and
yeah.
somebody else ran off, and they were pushing hard. And Davenport was holding back. I thought for sure, well, Davenport's got a lot of tire left.
Right.
But Huddy's tire took 100 laps, him running it that hard.
Right.
So, you can't say like all of them blowed, because Huddy ran his car really hard for 100 laps and it took it.
No.
Now, Bobby ran his car really, really hard too, and it didn't.
Right.
But Davenport ran his car fairly
And
hard.
it's a right front.
Davenport literally said he had nothing left. That's all he could give it. And so, he was running it hard.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting.
I don't know what the inconsistency is there.
Right.
They did blow a lot of right fronts. I'm not saying it ain't a problem. I just don't know why some people can run them super, super hard and some people can't.
Some people can't. Set up.
Right.
Some people.
I'm not a late model guy, so I'm just throwing my 2 cents on it. I mean, I like late models, but I've never ran one or anything.
I don't know. I'm kind of digging this whole crate deal though. I've really, really grown to like crate racing.
Crate racing is really competitive. Anymore.
Very competitive. Very. Okay, so let's switch gears and let's talk a little bit of Crown Vic stuff. So in 2 weeks, we'll have the Crown Vic shootout, aka Dirt Nationals. So I want to discuss tonight. So if you've seen the post this week, if you're not a Crown Vic driver, just hang in there. We'll please support us. Please support it. JT has got a list compiled up of pre-entrants. This is just for fun on who's going to be there, that type of stuff. JT, before I go through the payout, sponsors for the race and all that stuff, do you want to go through your list?
Yeah, I don't, and we're going to get this posted up here soon. I wanted to wait and make sure, but we got 34 entries pre-registered already.
Right.
And these are guys and girls that are anticipating on being there. Unless something crazy happens, they'll be there. We had 34 sign in already, and I'm expecting somewhere between 45 to 50 at the race, if I was guessing. I think this list will grow before. It hasn't been shared out enough yet. So this has been compiled in 3 days, and I've been getting messages off and on, and people not for sure, and people wanting to come. So these are the ones that are planning on coming, but I don't care to read them if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead. Now, I will say, if you do hear a name on here, don't let that scare you on showing up. And I know the Mavericks on here and stuff like that, but don't let that deter you from coming. Everybody's got a chance, okay?
There are some really big names on here, so it's kind of cool. Yeah. We got Anthony Finley and Elizabeth Finley making their appearance from Pekin. Ryan Woods will be there. Amos Callaway from Pekin. Zach Stalker from Salem, the home guy.
That's 111S.
Yeah. That's an epic car. And then Nathan Lewis and Eric Lewis going to make the trip from Corden. Philip's going to make the trip from Salem. Peyton's going to make the trip from Salem. Ray Weston from Valonia. I'm going to be there. Chad Reed from Salem. Brandon Kramer's going to make his appearance. Kylie Reynolds from Scottsburg. William, I don't want to butcher it. You say it.
Is it Avila? I'm not really even talked to him.
William Avila making the long haul from Oklahoma. So that's really cool. Stacy Fitzgerald said she would make an appearance. Aaron Say supposed to make an appearance. Matthew Weston from Valonia, he's planning on coming. Dustin Cross. Jeffrey Kramer and Jason Kramer said that they're planning on making an appearance there. And Brandon Lane, he's up in the points trying to make an appearance. Wayne Schaff, he owns a couple cars. He's bringing all of his cars that he's got up here. Josh Hayes, that's a big pure stock guy. He's going to make a run at it.
In the X car.
And he said it's going to be 32 this time.
What?
I know.
I told him to leave the X on there.
Changing it up.
All right.
Virgil Sparrow's planning on making an appearance. Zach Hall. Christopher Lee, he's a local guy that runs really well. Michael Kramer, I call him the king of the Crown Vics. He's going to be making an appearance. Austin Cochran, somebody let him drive one for some reason, but he's gonna try to get up there. Kennedy, Matt Kramer, Austin Scott, he's a pavement guy, gonna try the dirt, try to steal some money from some guys. Kenny Humphrey, a big supporter of the show.
Absolutely.
He's planning on making an appearance. And another pure stock guy that I had last minute today was AJ Warren, planning on making his Crown Vic debut. So I mean, you're talking
it's gonna be a good turnout.
You got modified guys, super stock guys, pure stock guys. I mean, you got guys that have done it all that are going to be running this. I mean, Aaron Say about won the Halloween 200. I mean, I call him AJ. I don't know why it says Aaron, but he about won the Halloween 200. He's won some big races at the Drome. Yep. You know, it's going to be a race to see. I really do believe that. And we're not only worried about, we're not keeping track of only the guys that are coming, but the different chassis manufacturers that are that are planning on being here.
Yeah, I will say JT's even got this broke down into chassis manufacturers, so this is a big deal.
I mean, there's some big chassis guys going to be there. Epic Chassis, Bo Livers and Epic Chassis, they're planning on fielding 4 cars. Is that what you were told, Peyton?
Yep.
4
that's what I was
cars
told.
is he's planning on fielding 4 cars up there, and he's got high hopes of even having a shot to win it. And Michael Kramer Race Cars, they're fielding 3+ race cars, 3 of his cars that he's built. Gen 3 Chassis, they're fielding 2 out of Corden, and they're pretty excited about making their appearance down there. Reed Race Cars is fielding a really good car that they just got done, and they're working on another one. Buck Wild Chassis out of Bologna. I mean, that's well known in the demo world.
It is.
But
It is.
Buck Wild's like as big as you can get in
It
Jackson
is.
County. And then, of course, Howler Race Cars is going to have who knows how many cars there. I know they're going to have Philip up there. Philip Boudreaux is going to be up there for sure. He's points leader. He's on the list. You know, I mean, there's
And Lester Davis chassis out of Oklahoma.
a Lester Davis chassis.
Lester Davis chassis.
I mean, you add these guys and these quality cars that they have nowadays that these Crown Vic manufacturers are putting together. You know,
It's crazy.
you got the King Michael Kramer's fielding 3+ race cars.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not his cars, but 3+ race cars that he's built. And then you throw Bo Livers on it, who builds a beautiful, beautiful piece with his epic race
It's
car.
going to be so competitive this time. But like Brandon said, there's no late model drivers.
No late model drivers, and you know that's a shame.
It is.
But I'm excited to.
Late model guys need to step up and find them a Crown Vic for that on the 3rd.
I'm going to go ahead and say that winning this race is going to sell your race car, just like winning the world.
Oh yeah.
You know, when what wins on Sunday sells on Monday.
Yeah.
In our case, is what wins on Saturday sells on Monday.
And I'll tell you right now, I guarantee you, if you win the Crown Vic Shootout, aka Dirt Nationals at Brownstown Speedway, your car will double in price on Sunday,
Yes,
hands down.
yes, everybody's
Hands
going to
down.
want it. It's going to be a very prestigious event, and we are excited to be a part of it. And
Absolutely.
wait till you hear this payout. This is
Yeah.
a
So
great payout.
first and foremost, there's some things I want to go over. This whole ordeal is still put on by the Brownstown Speedway. All I did, and some of these people I'm going to mention, is we have collected money, so to speak, to make it a bigger and better payout event. Still Brownstown rules. Brownstown still running the show, the whole 9 yards. All it is it's no different than like the Scott Patman and stuff. It's still the same ordeal. It's just there's a little bit more money involved with this. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to thank William Avila for helping me out with William. Financially has helped a ton on this deal. So first and foremost, I want to thank him. Craig Cooper, GSR, and in memory of Fred Gormley. It's been a huge help to get this done. There's going to be some incentives too, which I think is very, very cool. We worked out a payout structure, but also I wanted to try to throw some extra stuff in there, for different places and stuff like that. So Fast Time Award is going to be from Midnight Sports Gear, Grant Simpson, $100 Fast Time Award.
And we're going to do that hot lap time trial, right?
Yes, hot lap time trial.
So not single car qualified, but
No.
you'll go out with your group.
Go with your group and you're going hot lap. Midnight Sports Gear's also done a dash for cash for $200. How the dash for cash is going to work: if you win your heat race, you pull into the infield, and once all the heat races are done, those however many cars is going to pull back on the track, and we're going to run a 4-lap dash for $200. Okay,
$200 for 4 laps.
for 4 laps.
I mean, that's awesome in
That's
itself.
that's what Jim and I agreed on talking between the two of us. So $200, 4 laps. Winner takes the $200. Okay. But the key is whenever you win your heat race, you have to pull into the infield. Don't go back to the pits, pull in the infield. And then whenever the last heat race is ran, then we will pull those 4 or however many cars on the track, and then you'll run 4 laps then. Okay. Caleb Schreier has put up a $100 bonus for 4th place finisher. Dustin Carr and Scott County Auto Center has put up $100 for hard charger. We Do It in the Dirt. Anthony and Elizabeth Finley have put up $50 bonus for 10th place. And Lee and Son Racing, Webb Lee got with me. This is cool. They're putting up $100 for the last car on the lead lap.
There's a lot of
So
incentives
it's
that come to this.
It's not the last place finisher. It's the last car on the lead lap.
You're talking about more money than you guys usually race for to win.
Oh yeah.
And it's just
And
spread out.
incentives. Yeah.
Incentives. I mean, this is an exciting deal, and it takes a lot of people to put this together, and we couldn't do it without them.
I've been working on this about every other day for the last month. Okay, I know there's been a lot of questions about payout. I'm gonna go over the payout. Let me see if there's any questions here before. Caleb said he's looking for a ride. Derek says Chad Stapleton needs a ride. Ricky Pucker said we might be coming with our new Salem car, but I'm just a figure 8 guy. Hey, Ricky, if you want to come play on the dirt, bud, come to Brownstone. We're gonna have a blast.
If you want your name on this list, get a hold of me on Facebook.
Yeah. If I win this race, I'm gonna be buried in mine. Money sent for cash and qualifying. All right, thanks, Grant. I appreciate it. I'll get you down, bud. Better hope you guys calm down for sure. Last night, we're driving each other. Wow,
it gets a little exciting.
It does.
In the Crown Vic sometimes. Your heart gets beaten out of your chest.
Yeah. What's going on, Shane? Bryce needs a car. He was good in the 4-banger. Yeah, he was.
Austin won't let him get 8 cylinders. He
that's
said
true.
it's cut off at 4.
That is funny though. Was it still 25? No, it is a 25 lap feature.
25 laps.
25 laps. If I win, I'm going to buy Kenny Humphrey's car for cheap. What date is it, Levi? It's September 30th. Only question I have. My check ready with correct last name. Yeah, we'll get you taken care of. Right there. Jamie confirmed no more than 25 laps. So we'll just do 25 for the feature. All right, here's the payout structure. It is I'm gonna go through the top 10 because 10 on back is the same, but it is $1,000 to win. It's $500 for second, $300 for third, $100 for fourth, $75 for fifth, $70 for sixth, $65 for seventh, $60 for eighth, $55 for ninth, and it is $50 10th on back. However, there are some incentives like we did, and Derek gave 10th place $50, so it's actually $100 for 10th. It is $50 to start, so with 10 through 20, you're going to automatically get $50. So.
We are excited about it, and we're pushing it hard.
Yes,
so
it's gonna be fun.
It'll be a good time.
It may never happen again. This could be a one-time deal, so you're not going to want to miss this event.
And I'm just excited to get to do something for the Crown Vic guys. Thanks to Brownstown for working with me on this deal.
Yes,
and just kind of giving them like one last hoorah because that's the Crown Vic's last night of the season. Yeah. So I appreciate Jamie helping and Jim helping and all that stuff. So. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. If we can get everybody, because I think this list is cool. So if people are watching that haven't quite yet, and you want to send JT a message on his Facebook page or whatever, and get on this pre-entry list, I think it'd be cool to have, especially by like that Thursday night of the show. Not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. If we can get a pretty good list, then I think it's gonna be cool. So. I know I'm excited for it.
And we do want to make sure everybody goes on and that's planning on running looks at the rules.
Right.
Because they will be taken like they always do, but maybe even a little more since it's such a big event. So
very, very, very possible.
Make sure you meet the rules. And we don't know how tech's going to work yet. Nobody's told us, but we're sure it's going to be enforced on what's found.
And like I said, this is still a Brownstown ran event. So, I mean, it's not like I'm not in charge of tech. I just kind of did a little bit of the legwork. JT's helped some. Williams, he's been messaging me a lot. We've been trying to get all the money side of it figured out. So I'm just a guy that's,
it's exciting.
So
yeah, Brownstown didn't even have to let us do this. And
and a big shout
sorry,
but a big shout out to Amos Calloway because there is a special trophy for this event too. So it's actually going to have a check plus a trophy.
Callaway Chassis is supplying the trophy.
Yes.
Yeah, because he builds race cars too. If you guys wait till you see his welds are really nice. I looked at one of his cars 2 weekends ago. You can tell he does it for a living.
Ricky said, "Not sure if I want to get spanked like I did last night. Finished fourth, but top 3 spanked me." It's all a good time though. What's going on, Ryan? If we get more money, can we bump the 10th through 20th? It's a possibility. I mean, right now I'm going to just, we want to advertise it as this because this is what's set in stone. This is what's been paid to Brownstown Speedway right now. I'm not saying we can't do, to answer your question, William, I'm not saying like day of the event or whatever, we can't put some money in an envelope and say, here,
It might be,
congratulations, thank you.
yeah, it might be you disperse it to them yourself.
Yeah, or something along that lines. Thanks to all the sponsors for adding money to the division for this race. I'm sure every driver is going to run their 230 horsepower flat to the floor. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. You'll think it's for 10,000.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
William said mine's got $246.
Oh,
That's a
246
typo,
horsepower.
Yeah, William's running a $246 motor coming from Oklahoma. I think run on. I was going to say, what's them things that fly through the desert? The them bushes,
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweed. Yeah, run on tumbleweed dust or what? That wasn't near as funny because I just totally
Probably cactus juice.
had a brain fart. It could be cactus juice.
Yeah.
I'm
Zach
excited to
Stalker
meet
said
him.
he'll be there.
Yeah,
Is he watching?
His just got the Evolution 2 updates.
Yeah,
so,
I seen it set in his house a while ago.
yeah, it's straight back, and he's got a little work to do to it, but I'm excited to see how he does because he is very aggressive. He's wrecked that thing a lot.
Yes, he has.
He has.
Yes,
I watched him at the wall twice in one race.
At Thunder Valley?
At Thunder Valley.
Yeah, I was there
first
too.
night in it. Jamie says
That's funny because you brought that up is because that's the night that so Owen originally had this plan he was going to buy a Crown Vic. I know I've said this on the show before, but we went up to Thunder Valley to watch Zach race this Crown Vic, right? Lord, like he hit the wall twice, was all over the track. I mean, poor Zach. I mean, he's not here to defend himself, but that car's
I will say
it needed updates.
He's gotten a lot better because he was laughing me down in the Enduro when he totaled it. But it went back to the jig and got rejigged, and it's good now. Epic really worked hard on that car to get it back to where it needed to be.
This may even not mean much to Crown Vic drivers, but for 11th through 20th place, I'll give each a GSR shirt.
Dang.
There you go. Hook them up, Grant. That'd be awesome. Michael Kramer turned 30. The Finley's the cars are more like 1,230. Yeah. Uh-huh. What's going on, David? I'll sponsor $100 for winner of Heat 2. Okay, well, get with me, Levi. We might make that happen.
I need a good shop rag. Is that what Zach said?
Yeah. Some of the Crown Vics could outrun the pure stocks.
Some of them are a little faster than others.
Yeah, they are.
I put mine to the floor and they're still going around me sometimes, but I just wave and still smile.
Right.
Mine still got the cup holders. It still got the radio, but the speakers quit.
He gets new speakers put in it.
I know it. Man, I had that thing jamming. Epic takes care of me. It's got cigarette lighter, cup holders, radio.
Scott says
Got the
Caleb
heater in it,
Schreier.
too.
Got the heater, yeah.
Yeah, he said, I'm not worried. Caleb Schreier, I'm not worried. And Grant says, Zach Stalker, you have to make the feature first to get it.
Called him right out.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Derek. I could not think of that word for nothing.
It was hard to watch.
Amos said, thanks, JT. Zach says, here we go. William says, I'll be there Wednesday before the race, and y'all can pick mine apart. Thursday, I'll join you guys in the studio.
Heck yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me, bud.
Be a good time.
Hey, or did you get a hotel here in Salem, or where are you staying at? I meant to ask you that because I seen that he said something about a hotel to some guy on Facebook the other day. Mine still has a phone holder. I love it. Is that for the GPS?
It doesn't work for him.
No. Christopher Lisa, I got factory AC. Sounds like a country song, JT.
That's right.
Making the A, and Derek's right. This is going to be cool because making the A main is going to be hard to do.
Yeah.
And I know. Here's the thing. I had some. It is a big race, yes, and I understand that it is a points race, and I get that. But it's kind of like the last hurrah of the season, and I wanted something bigger for the Crown Vic guys. You know what I mean? So
a lot of guys didn't want it to be a points race, and I get it why, but every class runs a big race. Like we run the Scott Patman, and it's a points race, and the Pure Stocks run the Don Russ, and it's a points race, and Jim wants it to be a points race, and I think it's good for it.
Well, my whole thing is that the people that are going to show up that haven't been to the races, that their points, they don't care. They're coming around for the money.
Right.
So, I mean, you're still going to have your normal points guys, and it's not going to fluctuate that much.
Right.
The guys that are there for the money are going to be very more aggressive than,
William said, I'm Oh, let's talk about not making it to the feature with Anthony. And then he commented down below, but I can't say it on here. Wim said, I'm bringing a tent to stay in one of your yards. It sounds good to
That's
me.
fine. I don't care.
I type in lap JT in the GPS and boom. The Halloween 200 at Salem is a points race too. That's a good point, Kenny. Good point.
It's you can't take away. I mean, these guys don't want to not race their last points race.
Right.
I wish they could race championship night, but they've already got 6 classes.
Yeah.
Now. 7 would be a lot.
Yeah.
But so this is not only is this their biggest race of the year, it's also their championship night.
Right.
You know, it's like the playoffs.
Exactly.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I get more excited every time I think about it.
Matt, what about a points provisional?
We're not gonna have any provisionals.
Derek said points provisional, highest in points not in the A main gets in.
No, we're not gonna have any. Not gonna have any points provisional.
I ain't against it.
I'm not.
If Brownstown allows it.
No.
Like I said, this is still a Brownstown ran event.
No points provisionals. Because they don't have them for the other classes. You know, super stocks don't get a points provisional. Modifieds don't get a points provisional.
Yeah, it's still like I said, it's a Brownstown ran event. If there's here's the thing on this. If there's no provisionals, if there's no provisionals throughout the year, which there's not,
then
there's not for this race.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't disagree because like your big late model races, everybody there's provisionals, right? You get in for whatever. But see, Jamie said there's no provisionals. None of the other classes allow besides late models. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because this is still a normal show, but just a bigger
It's just like having a Crown Vic special.
You know, right now, and here's the thing. Right now we're at 34 entries. It wasn't but less than a month ago, and there was 31 Crown Vics there.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're not.
It's just a regular night.
We're not far off, other than probably 5 or 10 cars that are going to show up. That's not normal.
Well, yeah, 2 weeks ago there was mid-30s there. I think.
And if you look
Anthony said there was like 32 or 33. So
if you look at the points, there's no real big close points battles.
No,
I was looking at that today. You know, Philip's got a pretty good lead.
Yeah.
He's got 1571, and Nathan, he's young kid running second points, which is awesome. But he's got a pretty big lead over Stacy Fitzgerald. He's got over 100 points there. She can't make that up, even if.
Yeah, you just show up and you're gonna have it.
right.
I mean, and that's what I was doing, is like the points figure and all that stuff. And you get 185 points if you show up, you win your heat race, and you win the feature.
Right.
Your biggest points battle is 4th to 6th, you know, and them guys are all going to be battling hard in the same area anyway. They're just that good a car. And 20 cars is going to start the feature.
And like I said, I mean, this is one of those conversations where you could have for hours on end, you know. But like I said, my main thing was I just wanted to take whatever Brownstown was doing on a regular basis, and just add to it money wise. That's pretty much what it's boiling down to. You know, we are adding like the Dash for Cash, which is cool, and I thank them for allowing us to do that.
But that's not points. There's no points.
There's no points involved in that. The only thing there's points for is the feature,
and you get points for the B main too.
Yeah,
it's not like
and your heat races. I mean, they put top
5 get points.
So it's just like Jamie said right there. There's no different than the Hornet Special, Pure Stock Special, Super Stock Special, or Modified Special.
Yep.
It's ran the exact same way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what.
So.
Yeah, but we are excited.
We are excited. I'm excited about
great.
it, and I think everybody else is excited too, or I hope everybody else is excited about it. I think there's just a lot of questions, and you know, and be honest with you, if it was, I mean, there's 4 other classes running that night, so it's you know, but if I rented Brownstown Speedway for one weekend and I had the track completely to myself with the Crown Vics, we would have a 200 lap feature with. I mean, I don't know if I'd run it that, but I would do whatever rules I wanted to do. But we're still, you know, within that. This class is already on the schedule with these 4 other classes, so it's no different than a regular night. It's just there's a lot more money added.
Right.
So,
and it is going to be really hard to make the show. But I bet you everybody that unloads the car there thinks they have a shot at making the show.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming to this event thinking, well, I'm just trying to run the B main.
Right.
If you're coming to this race, I think you know in your head that you've got a legitimate shot to make the show. And the Crown Vics are so unpredictable
Right.
that it could happen. I mean, I've seen people Finley took out Phillip for the win last race.
Yeah.
In the B main. I mean, just flat doored him on purpose.
Poor Finley. Poor Finley.
Yeah, I was all worried about the points and everything like that because Finley was right behind me, and I'm sitting in the hotel room in Alaska. Jessica texts me. She goes, "Well, you don't have to worry about the points." I said, "Why?" She goes, "Anthony just took out Boudreaux and B man." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
And they didn't even need them to even being in the B main was a wonder. I mean, they've been fast all year, top 5 every night, and then they're both battling for a win in the B main.
Yeah,
it's just a fun class to watch week in, week out.
I don't even know where I've lost my place in comments.
I think
like Ryan said, just race your way in. Spooky 150 at Circle City is points race, last race of the year that I know of.
When will that be? I wouldn't mind going back to Circle City.
I had a good time up there.
The last hoorah in the Crown Vic.
I know.
Fun Fest.
Oh yeah, fun. Well, it depends on when that race is.
You're not missing Fun Fest.
No, I'm saying if it's Spooky 150, I would say it was probably
I think you throw a window
Halloween.
when we go running Halloween 200, and that's what I'm doing.
20 will start the feature. What kind of tech do they do on a weekly basis?
Whatever they want.
They've checked
Not
brakes,
really sure.
they've checked tires.
Yeah, they've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
I've done a little bit of everything, and
Hoods
a lot
and
of
trunks.
it's a lot of it's more of a surprise. A lot of it's more of a surprise tech than anything.
Yeah,
with a person like that, I'm surprised half is not all the drummers show up too.
No, that's not. They're having. Their
But see, they're having a big
lap
race, so they're having an
Enduro,
hour race down there. So
hour lap.
That's what kind of
long.
sucks is we're competing with a couple other racetracks that night, but
Right.
we still think our race is going to be rigged.
But see, okay, going back to that point, that's good. That's a good thing that you brought that up, is because we discussed that. Well, it's a points night and this and that and this and that, but you also got to understand that they're also running their race down there too. So it's not like there's going to be a 20 or 25 cars show up that's never been there.
Yeah.
Right.
So
they're having a pretty big race at the drum that night, ain't they?
yeah,
Yeah, it's
an
hour
hour-long
enduro.
enduro.
Oh, those are
something.
fun.
I don't know what it pays to win. I tried looking it up. Just curious, but
That's why it's Crown Vic Dirt Nationals.
yeah.
This is going to be the best Crown Vic Dirt guys. Now, obviously across the country, because we're
Across the
stretching all the way
country.
to Oklahoma.
All the way to Oklahoma.
So I don't even have to just say across the state anymore. I can say across the country. So if you're a dirt Crown Vic guy and you're not there, then you're just scared. I mean, plain and
How
simple.
are we? We ain't coming up with no best girlfriend award for Crown Vic night. What do you think, Peyton?
I think she was talking about whenever I was in Alaska and she was giving me the race update.
Oh, okay. I thought I meant for Crown Vic night. I thought she was trying to get you some extra money there or something.
That'd be all right.
Some tow money. Oh.
Could use some diesel fuel.
Christopher said end of October. And Levi said it's October 28th and 29th.
That'd be pretty fun to go to.
150 lap race here Saturday in Oklahoma. Pays 500 to win. 1,000 to win. I've won the last 2 1 hours. 1,000 to win.
1,000 to win.
Thought JT was scoring that night. Are you scoring that night, JT?
I'm really hoping to make the show. Really hoping.
Oh, I told Jamie, I said, listen, I said, you know me, I said, I'll do anything I can to help anybody anytime. I said, but the sponsor is not in charge of scoring the night of the Crown Vic race. I said, I'm not doing it.
She does a great job.
I said, I'm not in charge of that. So
I love it when somebody's being stupid out there and she just rips them. Like, it's awesome.
So yeah, I mean, I'm very, very excited about this deal. I mean, I really am. Like I said, thanks to all the people that have stepped up, William Craig, GSR, Midnight Sports Gear, Caleb Schreier, Lynn Sun Racing, Dustin Carr, Anthony and Elizabeth Finley with We Do It in the Dirt. There's a lot of people to thank for this whole deal, and
Yeah.
JT for his help. I know I've bounced some ideas off Peyton and stuff like that. So it's definitely been a Flag to Flag Media team effort to try to get this pushed out and going. And thank you to everybody that shared it on your Facebook pages to kind of help out. So
We would be lying if we told you that we didn't hope an Epic won, because we are praying that an Epic chassis wins
yeah,
Crown Vic Dirt Nationals.
I think when William comes in, though, I think for that week, not this next week, but the week after, we're going to really dive into the Crown Vic Dirt Nationals. Crown Vic, aka Crown Vic Shootout, whatever we're calling it. And we're going to dive into it. And we're going to pick some winners. We're going to,
Crown Vic tech tips.
Yeah, Crown Vic tech tips, all kinds of stuff. So that's going to be a really fun show.
Might have to phone in Bo Ivers or
or
Michael Cramner.
We might have to
just to get some.
We'll go live out in the yard, pull Crown Vic out there, do like one of them cutaway cars. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? But next Thursday night, we're going to really dive into the Jackson 100. That's one of the biggest races. Well, it is the biggest race at Brownstown all year. But for the, Woo's not running. Lucas Oil's running. And then following that, we got the World of Outlaws coming back, which is now a co-sanctioned event with the Ironman series on October 6th. So it's going to be, we got a lot of good races coming. I love this time of the year race-wise. Didn't even get a thank you. I see how it is. Huh?
What'd you do?
Oh, he said you're
tear a bunch of stuff up.
That's what I was wondering. My golf cart's still broke. Can't take it to the races. JT, if you don't make the feature, bring your favorite pin to the tower.
I'll have to because she scares me. I'm afraid she'll hurt me if I didn't do what she said.
See who chimed in? Oh, Ron.
Ron.
Yeah,
you got the meeting.
I did. That was awesome. Maybe at your wedding reception.
I've never seen Ron when he's not double fisting.
I walked up to him and I said, Ron, I just want to introduce myself. I am the Winter Series champion. He's like, oh, you're Matt. I was like, yep. He goes, we're going to have that awards banquet. And I said, I don't know. JT ain't ever going to schedule it. So I don't know. So I said, I'll never get my award. So I never wrecked the golf cart. Never wrecked a golf cart. Jamie said, oh, good grief. Listen, as the owner and founder of Flag to Flag Media, Jamie, if he does not make the feature, I will bring him to the tower on my golf cart.
Can we make
Is that a deal?
Can we make sure there's a class between Crown Vics and Super Stocks that night? I need time to. Crown Vics wear you out. 20 laps in Crown Vic is like
they will wear you out.
Running on a treadmill for an hour. And I ain't ran on a treadmill on it. I don't even know. I don't even know where one's at. That's how long it's been.
I used to have one.
Do you hang your clothes on it?
No, I bought it and I brought it in the garage and sat there and I don't even know if it ever got plugged in or not.
Yeah, I don't have. That's not for me.
World of Outlaws is running at Brownstown Speedway on October 6th.
Ron said inside.
We heard that like 500 times every Friday night.
You'd say, look out.
And then you take it to the concession stand. That's awesome. It is awesome.
I wish we could broadcast that.
I do also too. I want to. I'm getting a lot of them. We have a lot of sponsors on this show, but I'm going to put a post together with all my sponsors and make one big post for them because I know that I'm definitely appreciative of what they do for the Flag to Flag Media live show and Flag to Flag Media. So I will get a post out so everybody can go check out their pages. I've got a bunch of them. I opened up that sponsorship deal and it's just the amount of support was crazy. So I can't thank them enough.
We got a good thing.
I gotta get this thing down here fixed because that's a lot of them, but I got so many now I can't fit them all on the screen. So we got them rolling on the TV behind us. So y'all don't need to broadcast that. I hear y'all screaming when you race. No one else needs to hear that too.
There's a lot of swearing sometimes.
I will say this though, that I do have this is blackmail right here. Think I should do it.
They're gonna do your food review.
No.
Them girls did a food review. Ain't you gonna show a picture of that?
Huh?
When them girls did that food review Saturday night.
No. Yeah, that one?
Yeah, you need to show that one on there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, everybody hang tight. We got 45 people watching. You are going to want to see this. That right there is a food review.
Post it.
No, go up there and show the camera.
I gotta show it?
Yeah, go up there and show the camera.
Why do I always get suckered?
This is you're getting it, Tristan. This is it right here. This was a food review from JT's wedding. There we go. Tristan and the bride eating mac and cheese straight out of the serving container. It was awesome.
What did they give it?
I don't even know. Tristan, what did you guys give the mac and cheese? Yeah, but didn't Megan's mom make it?
Yeah, the restaurant made it.
Oh, the restaurant made it. So I honestly, I probably would have gave it a 9.3. It was good mac and cheese.
It was good food.
It was real
It was
good.
real good food.
After I finally got to eat it, Megan made me take a million freaking pictures.
Did she?
Gosh. I said, finally, I said, I'm done. You take pictures of somebody else. I ain't doing no more.
Man, cheesy taters were good too.
9.5.
20 out of 10. Same for the hash brown casserole.
The hash brown casserole was on
20
point.
out of 10. So David Lucky says, I totaled a brand new golf cart and ripped down a new planted tree and lifetime ban at golf cart. Jeez.
You'll have that on that bigger job.
Yeah, you will. You will for sure.
Oh, Janice watching. Hope she's doing better.
That is true, Tristan. That is very true. Well, I'm excited. We got this. What Michael said, do you know the running order of the features for the 30th show? I do not, Michael.
I would say
I know the Crown Vics are first order on the website, but I don't know.
I think
If
it's
that
usually
offhand.
what they go by, ain't it?
Typically it is.
I mean, unless they change it around
Right.
towards the end. But
It's going to, and I'm not trying to call you out, but I'm just telling you that if you're a dirt Crown Vic guy and you're not there, you're pansy.
it says Crown
scared.
Vics, late models,
And-
super stocks, pure stocks, and Hornets, which I would say that's probably how it'll be.
That might be how they do the running order.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Jamie's still watching, but if I would say that's probably because Crown Vics typically aren't listed first on the website. So
Never.
It's going to be a big event.
It's gonna be fun.
Like I said, all the chassis that are going to be there, all the drivers that are going to be there. Very prestigious. And the custom trophy.
okay,
So-
so Jamie said no, the order depends on a lot of different things. Okay. So it's to be continued. To be continued. I'm thinking about Jamie said something about she wants to do
You better be careful. Tread lightly. I'm telling you, she'll get you.
Crown Vic feature will definitely be first.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you. What about the autograph session, Jamie?
Just come to the. We're gonna. I tell you what, we're gonna do this right now. We're gonna lock this in. Let's do a Crown Vic pit walk
We can.
the night of
We can. Yeah. That's
live
for sure.
Crown Vic pit walk.
Live Crown Vic pit walk.
So, and it's not gonna be like, hey, we're coming to your pit. It's gonna be spur of the moment. So
Spur of
be
the
ready
moment.
because the camera's gonna be shoved in your face.
Yes.
And if you're a Crown Vic guy, you be ready for it.
She put the cover and face emoji. I want you and
I'd say it probably
I
about what 4:30, 4:45 at the t-shirt trailers. Everybody have their t-shirt trailers.
yeah, the Mark Jamie at the Shaver. Yeah, that's where we're doing it at.
Shaker photo booth.
Yeah, the Shaver photo booth. Y'all had an autograph session. Oh no, this is put on by Schaefer Photo Custom Tees.
Yeah.
This Mark's
Jamie,
running this deal.
there's big Crown Vic guys there. Michael Kramer.
We want you
Come
and
on.
Mark both signing autographs as well. You guys got to sit down there at the table and sign autographs. It's a big deal.
Even chassis manufacturers will be there. I bet I can get Bo to sign autographs.
Well, William, don't even. You're going to be help running the camera deal here, bud. So you're part of this deal. If you're on the live show Thursday, then you're just part of it. So. Oh shit!
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Maybe we can talk her into some other things. I'll work on
William's
her.
even got hot hero cards and Hot Wheels to pass out. Look at him go. That's
They do
going to be
it
an
right in
awesome
Oklahoma.
event. It's going to be.
And we're not,
Hey, I got-
we're not even trying to overshadow the Jackson 100, but this could possibly be a bigger event.
Well,
Mhm.
I do want to ask something though, real quick though. Like I don't want to get off, but is there by any chance that there is any ground in Oklahoma that me and Peyton can come hunt? Kind of like one of them kind of deals, you know, like hey,
Trade hunts.
yeah, or something. I don't know.
You're getting greedy.
Speaking of fan night, how about 143 cars, 14 hot lap sessions, 15 heats, and 5 B mains done by 9:15 before fan appreciation?
And it was great racing.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Great racing. Autograph session went flawless again.
Right.
It was just fun. It was a fun night.
Yeah.
My boy Peyton couldn't be there, which sucked.
He was in Alaska.
He's never going
The fan
again.
appreciation night is always a big turnout up there, and it's always a good time too.
We go hog hunting. That'd be pretty fun.
No deer hunting, no.
Boy, you're greedy.
No, I was just asking. I was just
was
asking.
it? Yeah, sound like
Yeah,
it.
I was just asking. Might go down there and shoot some hogs. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, we got a big weekend this coming up weekend.
We got big weekends back to back to back here.
Yeah.
Jackson 100s next weekend.
Yep.
Crown Vic Dirt Nationals after that.
Yep.
Championship night after that.
Yep.
Fun Fest after that.
Well, first you got Schaefer Photo Custom Tea Night this weekend.
Schaefer Photo Custom night this weekend. Halloween 200 the weekend after Fun
Yep.
Fest. Spooky 150.
At the end of October.
Somewhere in there, the Kokomo Clash.
So why don't you load up the Crown Vic and go to Circle City at the end of October?
If Bo will let me, I'm down. I'll wait till you guys see my updates on
When's
this
the
thing.
Halloween 200? What's the dates on that?
It's the weekend after Fun Fest.
Okay, so if
Be the
car's
week-
still good, then you can go to Spooky.
As long as Bo's cool with it, he wants to sell it after this.
I got you.
He I don't know how much faith he's got in me not tearing it up, but he does want to sell it.
See, this Saturday night, free snow cones.
free snow cones
Yeah,
while
Mark's-
supplies last.
While supplies last.
Get
Mark's
there
giving
fast.
Mark's giving out free snow cones. Well, that's a heck of a deal right there. The meet and greet, I gave out over 100 yo-yos, 50 frisbees, and 100 hero cards and candy. I'm tapped out of goodies. Hey, that's awesome though, Shane. Really, honestly, it is.
I gave out 100 bags of suckers.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I was filling their bags full though. Them little kids come up smiling. You fill their bags full. You got a fan for life.
He will have them in the pits too early before going on to top. Sweet.
I'll bet I know
Heck
where
yeah.
I'll be.
It's just snow cone.
It just snowed
William
a
says he
few
won't shoot
weeks ago when
Oklahoma
it was real
deer.
hot.
He said we don't want to shoot Oklahoma deer.
Yeah, I think they're pretty small in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That was awful judgy, Peyton.
It was.
I'm just saying.
But you putting down Oklahoma deer?
No. I'm just saying it takes a lot to compare to Indiana deer.
Yeah.
It takes a lot, man.
Oh, shoot. All right. You guys got anything else for tonight?
No,
I'm good.
no.
All right. Next Thursday night, we're going to do a Jackson 100 pre-race show. Super excited about it. I'll talk to the guests that I originally talked to. And if I can get that guest to come on, I promise you it's going to be another 2-hour event. So it's going to be a wild one. If not, we'll figure out something else.
We will have somebody big here
We will
next
have
week.
somebody
You will
on.
not want to miss it.
No. And I'll get it posted. I'll get it posted out, early next week.
And we get to get another week without Owen, which helps.
Yes. Yep. It's been a pretty peaceful night.
Yeah.
No controversy.
Oh, shoot. All right. Well, thanks to everybody who watched. Make sure you share this out. If you've not liked to or subscribe to the YouTube channel yet, make sure you subscribe to that. And make sure you are back next Thursday night because this is a place to be on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. So until then, we will see you all when the next flag flies.